Welcome all to yet another video, Dr. RS and you, on the science of cosmetics and personal care products. So my name is Ramesh Surya, Surya-Narayan. So you can type Ramesh Surya Narayanan in the YouTube videos. You can get all my videos regarding this topic. It will be as Dr. Ramesh Surya Narayanan, and you can also subscribe to the channel. And this is my email ID. You can write to me for any discussions. So today, we are in part 115 in herbal cosmetics. We will touch about Ayurveda and cosmetics. Now, Ayurveda is an ancient medicine, right, of Indian origin. It's the knowledge of Ayurveda is enormous. Now we are not going to discuss what is Ayurveda and the enormous capabilities of Ayurveda, which is out of the scope of this discussion. We will see very briefly in 15-20 minutes how Ayurveda can be applied for cosmetics and cosmeceutical formulations. So, the ancient Indian medical system known as Ayurveda, right, is based on ancient writings that rely on a natural and holistic approach to physical, psychological and spiritual health. Ayurvedic medicine is one of the world's oldest medical system and remains one of India's traditional healthcare systems. Ayurvedic treatment combines products mainly derived from plants but also from animal, metal and mineral. It also emphasizes on diet, exercise and lifestyle. So it is holistic, right? It is not only the medicines but the holistic. What is how the Ayurvedic treatment is individualized, and Ayurveda focuses on whole body healing and states that a person's doshas, mainly Vata, Pitta, Kapha, right? The fluids, the bile and the air, no? The combination of these three. No two individuals have the same ratios and same combination. So, Ayurveda tries to balance these three, Vata, Pitta, Kapha, from people who are out of it. Some people are Vata prone, Pitta prone, Kapha prone, and so the Ayurvedic physicians are trained to see the balances of Vata, Pitta, Kapha in a person, and they personalize the treatment, right? So, and the balance between Vata, Pitta, Kapha determines the personality and health of a person. That is the concept in Ayurveda. This is what I want to tell about Ayurveda. We will see what are the cosmetic benefits that Ayurveda touches, right? I can't say it's strictly a cosmetic benefit, but it's a cosmeceutical. It's also medicinal, medicinal, which enhances the skin, hair and oral health, right? So, Ayurveda for skin and hair care, right? What they say. So, I am not an Ayurvedic physician. So, if the pronunciations of these things are not correct, kindly excuse me, right? So, these are all the preparations from Ayurveda for skin and hair care. that addresses skin and hair problems, right? So this is Romastana. This is depilatory. It contains Shara, alkaline substance. Haridra is turmeric. Then Haratala, arsenic trisulfide. Hingu is Ferula narthex asafoetida. Then Takra, buttermilk. And Samudra Lavana, common salt. Right? So, Romastana is depilatory. If you want more detail about, these are all examples of the treatment used. But if you want more detail about the Ayurveda and depilatory, you can type Romastana and Ayurveda. You can get all the details, right, on that. Same way, Padarihara. This is for cracked heel. Okay, this is for cracked heel. So this is beeswax. Lepa prepared from Madhuchishta, right? Vasa, animal fat. Then exudes of the plant butters, right? And with ghee. And other herbs, which is then you can put this name and Ayurveda, you can get the details of this, whatever it is, you want to know. Then Kalityaraha for baldness. This is for baldness. So this is pepper. So lepa prepared of maricha, piper nigrum, arsenic dioxide, so iron sulfate, copper sulfate, so Valerian Valchi. So actually, don't try all these things in your lab because you have to get an Ayurveda expert to formulate these products for you. Because it's not the just metal oxides. The metal oxides made in a particular way that is used in Ayurveda. It's an Ayurvedic way. So all these Ayurvedic preparations should be formulated with the expert advice, and it has to be approved by the relevant authorities, which we will see in the next slide, right? Then Doronakharha, dandruff, for treatment of dandruff. Then Palityahara for grey hairs, right? Then Yavana Pitaka for pimples and acne, right? So Nyacha and Vyanga for black spots and moles, right? So these are some of the terms used in Ayurveda, right? These terms and Ayurveda you can get about the particular treatment and preparations in Ayurveda. For depilatory, cracked heel, for baldness, for dandruff, for grey hairs, for pimples and acne, right? And for black spots and moles. You can see this reference also. Concept of cosmeceuticals in Ayurveda. Okay, you can see this reference, right? Then Ayurvedic for oral care. Ayurveda for oral care. It's Dant Davani. This involves chewing herbal sticks or brushing your teeth with them. Neem twigs are used, licorice twigs, and black catechu, acacia catechu. Mostly combination of tannins and antibacterials, and tannins and antioxidants, polyphenols, antioxidants. These are the major constituents of these herbs. Then Jiva Lekhana. This is a practice. This practice is the same as tongue scraping, and aims to improve bad breath and reduce bacteria in the mouth. it is recommended to use gold, silver, copper, as the scrapers. You can put Jiva Lekhana and then search the Dant Dhawan. Then Gandusha. This is the practice of gargling. This is a mouthwash, Gandusha. It's more than a mouthwash, it's oil is used. Kavala is the mouthwash. Okay. Gandusha, this is the practice of gargling or swirling oil in the mouth. It's oil in the mouth. Also known as oil pulling. Ayurvedic preparations claim that this cleans the mouth, has been used to prevent decay, oral malodor, gum bleeding, dryness of the throat, cracked lips, and strengthening of teeth, gums, and jaws. Examples of the oil used: sesame oil, coconut oil, right? And then the last thing is Kavala, right? Kavala is a procedure of holding comparatively very small quantity of liquid in the mouth, make it move briskly inside the mouth and spitting out quickly. This is like a mouthwash. It removes loss of appetite, bad taste, dirt and excess salivation from the mouth. Decoction of Acacia catechu, ficus species. Mostly again, it is a combination of tannins and antioxidants. Polyphenol antioxidants. So, this is what I want to share with you on the various aspects of Ayurveda in the care of skin, hair and oral care. Right? Now, we will see very briefly on Ayurvedic cosmetics, regulatory aspects in India, right? In India, Ayush is the approving authority for Ayurvedic cosmetics and is independent of Ministry of Health that approve the traditional cosmetic product, right? Other cosmetic products. Ayurvedic cosmetics can have therapeutic product claims, efficacy data supported through clinical studies, and the efficacy should be attributed to the herbal actives listed in the Ayurvedic test that is used in the formulation. That is also used in the formula. It's okay. Ayurvedic cosmetics formulation base can use cosmetic excipients approved by European Union, more majorly on Bureau of Indian Standards. Right? Then Ayurvedic cosmetics have different labeling regulation compared to traditional cosmetic products. This is very, very important in this sense. Important. So therefore, Ayurvedic cosmetics sold in India will be treated as cosmetics when exported out of India. So, product efficacy claim and other labeling data should be modified accordingly when Ayurvedic cosmetics are exported from India to other countries. So, when you sell an Ayurvedic cosmetics in India and the same benefits and product you want to export, then it has to be, the labeling requirements for cosmetics is totally different. No, you can't make therapeutic claims and all the other ingredient and all those things. So you have to be very careful, right? So before exporting for the same product, you have to apply cosmetic license from India before exporting out of India. If you want to export an Ayurvedic product out of India, then you have to have your product, your labels have to change accordingly to the cosmetic regulation, safety. Of course, therapeutic claims can't be made for a cosmetic. So then you have to get the Indian authorities Ministry of Health approve the product as a cosmetic, and then you can export the product. So this is what I would like to share with you on Ayurvedic cosmetics, right? So Ayurvedic cosmetic use the strength of the Ayurvedic herbs, right, for various benefits, right? Thank you for listening to me in this video. Till we get connected with you all in the next video, be happy, be safe, be smiling.